Well, good morning. I'm back. I hope everybody can hear me. I believe I was having audio issues because I am outside, as you can tell. So, once again, let me see if I. Because I am outside. Okay, it's working. It's working. It's working. Good morning, everybody. Let me go ahead and get these links sent out like the good person I am. And then we'll go ahead and get into a little morning coffee conversation on the front porch. I was up a minute ago, but I was having audio problems with the headset that I had in, so I figured it's best because you can still hear me, so that's all that matters. So I didn't need the earpiece in anyway. Somebody told me the earpiece fries your brain anyway. I don't know how true that is, but I'm just getting these links sent out this morning. It's raining here in Tennessee. It's been really hot these past couple of days. So I guess people say we need the rain. My wife says we need the rain. So let me see. Am I almost done? I think I am. Let me see. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, let me get my comments rolling up here. Oh, back. Okay, I'm back. Wow, I hate when it does that. I hate when it does that. I apologize. I apologize. Now I gotta see if my audio is working again. Okay, but I'm outside. What do you expect? I'm out here enjoying my coffee. Oh, and if you want to come in, just let me know. But it's coffee time. Oh, I don't know how everybody's doing. Just enjoying a beautiful cup of coffee this morning. Watching everybody go to work. Drop your comments. Sitting here anticipating what tonight is going to bring. It's going to be an awesome, awesome night. I don't know what to expect. Sleepy Joe versus the great one, Donald Trump. Sleepy Joe versus the Don, the rematch. There are so many different scenarios that I can't even imagine to begin what might take place. You see the title. Will we be in shock of anything that happens, anything that takes place? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Will we see the real Sleepy Joe? Will it be? Will Papaw be pumped up on steroids or whatever they gonna pump him up with? Um, are they gonna continually cut the mic off on Trump? It's just so many different scenarios that can take place. But I know what is not going to take place. I know Sleepy Joe's ass ain't going to be able to sit up there and conduct a civilized conversation over a debate. What's up, Robin? Good morning. I had a couple of people on this morning, but my volume was going, and I couldn't get the volume right on my earpiece, so I took my earpiece out. But thank goodness I didn't need it. So It is what it is. Yo, who y'all think he's gonna pick for VP? Y'all think Don's gonna come out and announce his VP off the back to like set the stage for what's about to happen? I don't know, but it's morning coffee. Like, share, subscribe, ring the bell so you can get them instant notifications. Tonight is debate night. Um, there are still slots available for the live show. So if you want to join the live show while we watch the debate in its entirety, the link will be up there and provided. Thanks for the balloons. Appreciate the love. But we're gonna watch it tonight. I might be half drunk. I don't think anybody can really seriously go into this watching it with a sober mind. Maybe it's just me. It's gonna be like a three-ring circus. Three-ring circus. Because things are already crazy. I mean, here you have a guy in Papaw who has literally gone off to Camp David. This motherfucker think you Rocky. I mean, he literally went to Camp David with 16 people advising him. This is my question. Why do you need 16 people advising you on your policies? What can what what are they tutoring you about? You're the one who put the policies in place, aren't you? So you mean to tell me you can't stand up on the stage? Well, we already know your ass. That's going to be challenging. We're going to get to that in a minute. You mean to tell me you can't stand up and defend your own record out of your own mind? You need 16 people to tell you the shit you done. You can't sugarcoat it. There's no there's no roundabout way they can get Joe Biden to come out and put lipstick on a pig and think we don't know what it still is. What my man say? What's up? 865 in the house. Patriot Will. Let me see if I can get that up there. Yeah, you get up there. I gotta get up a little bit. Quizzing him with flashcards. I don't know why, Patriot Will. He ain't gonna remember shit. He ain't gonna remember nothing. You remember, there's no there's no interacting with his team. He can't be coached or nothing. So what are they gonna be able to put in his head? If anything, they're confusing the shit out of him. That's what they doing. If anything, they are confusing the heck out of this man. So why does it take 16 people to take this man off for 7 days where nobody can see him to discuss the policies that he implemented? He should have that shit already in his head, shouldn't he? Will we see the real Joe Biden, or will it be double number two or double number three? Well, it can't be double number three or triple number three. Or will he be so doped up? I bet you he's so doped up, he walk over to Donald Trump's podium by accident and try to stand over there. Nothing is going to be regular about this. Nothing. We already know. Listen, people are not tuning. We already know who these two people are. We already know. We know who the Don is. We know what his policies represent. We know what Papaw is. And we know what him and his people represent. The only thing we're tuning in for is to see how fast or how long Sleepy Joe will last. It's like back in the day when people would tune into a Mike Tyson fight. It wasn't to think the other opponent was going to win. It was to see how long it take Mike to knock his ass out. That's all. We are we're tuning in to watch the train wreck. People don't go to a car race to really see who wins and watch them cars go round and round and round and round for 4 hours. No, people go to the car races to see the cars crash into the wall because they know sooner or later, if you're not at the damn concession stand where you gonna miss it, it's bound to happen. Joe Biden is a train wreck waiting to happen. I just hope that Donald Trump can be patient enough to allow him to explode. It's like a pressure cooker. The Don can't force this. The Don has to, for once in his life, he has to stand back. He has to stand back. Mink Ya. Mink Ya said Biden will be on the juice. Biden will be loose on the juice. Will he be loose on Fannie Willis's Grey Goose or a different type of juice? Oh my goodness. But debate night is going to be hilarious. So y'all make sure y'all come get to the Patriots Lab. There's still slots available. It's on a first come first served basis. The link will be up provided. We're gonna watch this and we're gonna try to listen to it without commentating the whole time. But I tell you, it's probably gonna be hard because there's gonna probably be some shit that's gonna go down that we ain't gonna be able to just sit back and stay silent to. I'm sure. I just don't know how long into the debate it's gonna be before we go, see, ain't that some crazy shit? But besides that, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, ring the bell so y'all can get the instant notifications. Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, IG, X. Where are we at this morning? We are rolling on X, Facebook, and obviously YouTube in the building. And YouTube is first come, first serve. They got the conversation started. Appreciate the love. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and share. On all platforms. I'm trying to build up my base, not Trump's base. Hey, I guess everybody needs a base, huh? But it's nice. It's beautiful out here. I'm in, with all of the craziness going on. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all the serenity of it all. Let me see if I can do this. Just give you a taste of what I have going on right here, right now. Let me see. Okay. So it's so peaceful. It is really peaceful. With all the things going on in America, of course, and I got Old Glory. With all the things that are going on in America, it's a little rain today. Oh, and y'all know it says, don't blame me. I voted for Trump. But it's quiet out here. I think about all of those big major cities right now that's got all of those flooded illegals just sleeping outside all over the place, got everything all cramped up and everything. And when I walk out my door, I see nobody unless they're riding by like that one just did, or I want to see them. And that's what I love about it. Let me get me back here where I was if I can. If I can for a second get y'all back on me. I know y'all don't want to see my ugly face, but it is what it is. But that's what I love about the country life. It's just peaceful, quiet. But there's a lot of people that live in the country. Lucretia Hughes, she lived in the country. She lived down there in Georgia. But I'm up in the hills. I'm up in the hills of Tennessee, and it's lovely. It's lovely. It's lovely. But what else be happening in the news? What else be happening in the news? Terry Harper. Good morning, Terry Harper. Oh, what is Georgia? What the hell is going on in Georgia? So it looks like we got another sister girl in Georgia that wanted to join the corrupt youth of my people. Did y'all see the judge in in Georgia that was locked up? I think it was in Buckhead. She was partying in Buckhead. Her girl that she was hanging out with, her girlfriend. Now this girl, this chick, this judge, she's 38 years old, sister girl. Her girl got in an argument with a dude. She decides she want to jump in the fight. Now this is a judge. She jump in the fight. The police come. She want to then fight the police because she thinking she a judge. She can just smack the police around. They wind up locking her ass up. The Supreme Court threw her ass off the bar, the judge's seat, all that shit. What the hell is wrong with this young generation of my people, black people, that's given the opportunity and the privilege and the honor to serve in these prestigious positions? How can y'all be so stupid, so naive, so undisciplined to be just willing to? Do you know the type of life you could have in those positions if you would just do what's right? Do you know? Well, you already know the power you got, but do you know the good you could do and then be blessed on top of that? But no, no, you take whatever education you went and got. I'm sure it was no regular grammar school up to high school. I'm sure you went a little further, get some type of degree, certificate, something that you might be paying back if Joe Biden didn't promise he'd pay it back for you, which ain't never gonna happen. Another lie. But how could you work so hard to get yourself where you want to be just to throw it all away? Thinking they got covered, thinking that the man got their back. Man ain't got their damn back. Man ain't got your back. You out there doing the dirt for the man, and the man ain't even got your damn back. Now, what kind of shit is that? Huh? You out there doing the dirt for the man, and the man ain't even got your damn back. That don't make no type of sense at all. It really, really doesn't. But, it is what it is. Oh, the comments. Appreciate the comments. Keep the comments coming. Keep the comments coming. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, ring the bell so you can get those instant notifications. Today is debate day or debate night. What's going to happen? What Sleepy Joe will we see? I'm gonna go ahead. Let me go ahead and put the link up in case anybody wants to join the podcast. Let me see if I can do this. We're gonna go ahead and copy it. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up. If you bear with me, give me a sec. I'll go ahead and put it up. And then if you want to come into the live broadcast, you already know what you got to do. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. Let me see if I can get it up in here. Yeah, I think I can. Let me see. All right. So there you go. The link is up. You're more than happy to come in for anybody that's out there because that's what we do here in the lab. Every now and again, somebody always has something to say. And what I do is if you have the courage, I provide you an outlet. As long as you come with some decency and common sense, I provide you an outlet to have your voice be heard. And for those who've been following me, y'all know we have some good ones. So if you want to join the live conversation, morning coffee, go ahead and get your coffee percolating. Go grab your cup, grab your best cigarette, whatever you do, and come out and enjoy the day. Enjoy the conversation. I might start doing this more often. Just coming out saying, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Let me see what we have here. But yeah, we should be up and good, which we are. But also, they recreated the set. Let me go ahead and read this. What does it say? They recreated the set in a warehouse so that Biden can practice the specific microphone tech that they put in there. They have them amped and juiced up so he can stand the 90 minutes. Everything is rigged. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Everything is rigged, man. Everything is rigged. Because he's going to have an earpiece in his ear. They make them damn earpieces where you can't even see them no more. And they make them the color of the skin. So Trump ain't going to be able to see. See, and that's the thing. Everything that they've done and everything they continue to do is unprecedented. So you don't want nobody in the studio that will be able to actually witness this illegal bullshit taking place. They think we stupid. They think we stupid. They don't want to give us no credit for nothing. They don't want to give us no credit. They look like 5-year-old kids. Every time you turn around, they don't get they. You ever you ever play a game with somebody, and then in the middle of the game they losing, and all of a sudden they want to start changing the rules and shit that was never stipulated in the beginning of the game? That's what they look like. That's who they sound like. And we see this. We know this from kids. Everybody can sit back and see none of this is the norm. So we sit back and say to ourselves, if Papaw is okay, why is everything that's being done outside of the norm? Why? Y'all go ahead, grab your coffee. I'm getting ready to go grab me a cup of coffee. So while I do that, what did I want to leave y'all with? Y'all want to go feed the ducks? I'll be back. Go get some more coffee. Oh, I am back. Did you miss me? It didn't take long. But let me go ahead and get this turned off because I know I got it on in case you was. What do we got here? Patriot Will says Republicans need to grow a pair and vote yes to arrest of Mayor Garland. Afraid we still have too many rhinos though. And you are so right about that. You know, Republicans need to just get a backbone and bring help. Just bring help. You know. But you are so right. You are so right about that. You are so right. Patriot Will, you get up there this morning. Y'all already know the link is on the screen. Just stay respectful. Quizzing him, flashcards. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Which one? You order them?
Yeah, maybe I just need to let them sit there. Yeah, I'll just let them sit there. Might have been. I'll just let them sit. They'll probably come back.
Okay.
Because that happened before, so.
I'll take this over the subway and them busy cities any day. Any day. Any day. So if you're living in the country, I know you're loving it. If you're living in them cities, I know you hating it right about now. But I'm up this morning seeing who is all in the building and seeing what's good with everybody. We are just getting up. The link is on the screen. Like I said, if you want to come on to the live morning coffee, go grab you some Java or some whatever you call it, espresso, or what are all type of words that they have? Brew? Is it brew or is that beer? Can you? Well, you brew coffee, right? People have coffee brewers, right? So can coffee? Can you say brew for coffee in the morning? I don't know. I really don't. But grab your cup of coffee. Don't be like me. Don't smoke. I'm a smoker. I know I shouldn't. But hey, there are people that do all kind of shit they shouldn't do in their life. For instance, like Papaw trying to run for president. But like we've talked for years now, nothing they've done has been normal. Um, and so we're sitting through a situation where we know the inevitable is that he just can't become president again. He just can't become president. There is no way on God's green earth that people are sitting back saying, you know what? Papa did such a great job that I have to go out there and vote for him. Now you got your Democrats, your hardcore Democrats, the base. That's gonna go out there and support their agenda and things of that nature. And then you got those independents they call them or whatever. And then you got those smart Democrats that say they aren't going to vote for Trump, but say there's no way in hell that they can go out there and vote for Papaw again. And that sits cool with me because one thing I do know, oh, Mega is going to show up. So that basically just makes our job a whole lot easier. Good morning, Sean David. That just makes our job a whole lot easier. And then there's some people that don't care, and that's all well and good. You're entitled. You are entitled not to care, but at the same time, you really can't complain about the situation of what's going on. Meek Y'all said, "What compels somebody to vote Democrat these days? An evil spirit, a person that isn't knowledgeable or aware of the facts." But I'm done trying to make excuses for these people because what is happening right now is just so blatant. It's just so obvious. And, I've been, along with millions of others, we have been sounding the bell whistle of the global takedown for so long. Ever since Donald Trump introduced the agenda to America, um, we have been fighting the fight. Um, just thank God along the way we have been able to gain more and more American individuals that just are willing to see past color, see past any type of political party, and be willing to put country first. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. I'm nobody special. There are other people that are nobody special. Why can't people put country first? And not just put country first, but put what's in the best interest of your country first. You don't know how to just throw away political parties. You just don't know how to get rid of bad luggage. You just don't know how to push evil, bad things away from you. You're so addicted to this or that you're willing to give up all morals, all values, all good things that you've ever known throughout your life. You're just willing to throw all of that stuff out the window to hold on to something that you believe is so precious. Well, guess what? At this point in time in life, neither party is so precious that you have to declare your loyalty even in the eyes of all of the damn evilness and destruction that has taken place. So to answer your question, me, I don't know what I don't know how somebody can vote Democrat today because they can't point out one good Democratic policy that has been for the betterment of this country and for its people. Never have did I think I would see, something like this. Here we have a person that is literally not running, and I'm speaking about Papaw and company, literally not running on any of the issues, literally not running on any of the policies that they've implemented, but instead are willing to run on lies, on things that they say they've done that the American people do not see or feel, and to try to make themselves look better by tearing down another person. Teresa Hill Sparks, good morning. Ed Verna Jr., good morning. I mean, whether you're Democrat or Republican, when is the last time you've seen any of the Democrats, from the president, whatever, all the way down, come out and talk about issues or policies that they've improved or made better? Hmm? They haven't. Every time they get in front of a microphone, they're too busy trying to convince you, once again, that Orange Man is the baddest man on the, well, he is the baddest man on the planet when it comes to politics. But they're trying to convince you that he's Hitler, the devil. You know, they're trying to convince you of some shit that we know is not to be reality. You know, the other day, Donald and people can say what they want to say, call it what they want to call it. The other day, the Don was at the barbershop. Well, he was talking to the brothers in the barbershop in Atlanta. Don is used to commuting with the brothers. Don is used to commuting with all inner cities. Don ain't scared to go into inner cities. Why you think he's going into these inner cities? You think if he was scared to go to New York, if he was scared to go to Chicago, if he was scared to go to Philly, if he was scared to go to Atlanta, you think he would go? No. At the end of the day, he knows that's his people. And every day that goes by, his people are being reminded in one way, shape, or form that they used to get down with him. It's not rocket science. That's why I was so frustrated in the beginning of all this. That's one of the main reasons. If I had a top three reasons on why I was so pissed off about this whole thing, it I don't think, well, no, it would be up there. What they're doing to this country would definitely rank up there, probably at number two. But I think I would put number one as the American people falling for such blatant bullshit that they clearly saw from day one. How in the hell they let these people brainwash them into thinking that somebody was somebody they wasn't. You know what? I bet you these same adults, they probably still think Santa Claus is real. They probably still think the Easter Bunny is real. All that shit. They probably really do. Those are the same people that can probably walk out of their door every day and find racism somewhere. Those are those people. But that has to be number one, probably. You see the barbershop roundtable yesterday in Atlanta, led by Byron Donaldson, was literally typing this as you said it. All right, yeah. See, great minds think alike. Yeah, and those is real brothers. Those is real because you know the black people saying, "Oh, real brother." Come on with the real brother shit. All brothers is brothers. Okay, those were some real black men in there. Business people. See, it takes business minded people to finally get over the emotional shit of all of it and think about their pocketbook, think about their bank account, think about their livelihoods. And once you can sit back and drown out all of the propaganda and drown out all the hypocrisy, drowned out all the illegal nonsense that these people are doing, you, you can bring yourself to make the right choice. We got so many people running around here still on emotions and shit. But then again, we have, what did The Rock say? Millions and millions that have finally said, you know what? I'm done playing the dumb game. I'm done playing the dumb game. So now that we fast forward, what can we say? 4 years, 3 years, a full? Is it a full four yet? Now that we fast forward a full 4 years of everything that the Don has said. Because you remember y'all remember that meme? He was right. Everything he said. Well, now that we have the receipts of everything that has led us up to this point, and we can actual and factually put up the tally board, if you would, we can put up the tally board. Donald Trump, 585 million correct to Joe Biden, zero, zero. Remember that song? It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. No, it was all a lie, and they thought we was gonna die. No, no, it was all a lie. It was all a lie. And then I was thinking about something else, which leads me into my last thoughts of the segment. Before I get into that, I appreciate everybody for tuning in for today's morning coffee outside on the front porch. You can probably hear the birds chirping. It's a beautiful day. It's not as hot as it was. We got some rain. When that rain comes and knocks off that 4 or 5 days of straight 90 plus degree weather, boom, just comes down and knocks all of that out. We needed it. But going into my last thought, I was thinking the Democrats are actually so evil and so inhumane that they could possibly be setting Papaw up for his own self destruction, knowingly and willingly. Why else would they call Donald Trump out for a debate, design the debate, and then push the debate up well before time when they know Papaw is ill prepared? I think they're wanting Papaw to get out there and show the world in its full entirety how incompetent he is. To give the Democrats a legitimate reason to finally say, you know what? We love Joe Biden, but he is just incapable anymore of doing his job, which we, the American people, already knew. We already knew this. And then try to get him out of the picture, getting him to believe that he would have done his job and now he can go right off into the sunset. Because they're going to keep him on meds. Whatever meds he's on, they're going to keep him on meds because that's how they're going to control him. Because God forbid they let a senile Joe get loose after they screw him over of what he, is thinking is his big prize. I think the old man might lose it and start spilling all the beans, and then all of a sudden something happened. And Dr. Jill can't save him because she ain't a real doctor. It's crazy. I'm just saying. Brittany Sue Ellen Myers, good morning. I think he was on here already. Is that another Brittany? Let me see. No, that's the same one. Why Timu keeps sending me stuff? My wife shop Timu, and she gets some good stuff off Timu, and then she got some stuff a couple of times that wasn't so good. But I got on the Timu, and I seen some interesting things on there, and then I decided I didn't want it no more. But damn, once you link on, good luck. You're never getting away from it. They send me stuff all the time. I'm like, I don't even got your information no more. But that's okay. They got my information. I guess that's good enough for them. I guess it's good enough for them. But it looks like we got YouTube hopping in the building this morning. They are hopping Where are we at with Facebook? Let me see. Let me check. I want to see how many lives we have on Facebook going today. And we are at 92 plays. So Facebook is in the building, but I don't know what's up with the comments. I haven't seen no comments, so I don't know if the comments can be shared right now because I see one, and that was put by me. So I don't know if I have the comments on. I have to start checking these things because I do want everybody to be able to participate. But sometimes when you go live, and I'm going off of StreamYard right now, so Mona Moments, Mama Mona, the link is on the screen. You're welcome. Bring your coffee and your cigarettes. I'll be up here for a little bit if you want to come join the broadcast. It's a beautiful day, and I'm sure it's a beautiful day where you are too. We are just out here talking Papaw, the Dawn, the rematch, and what we can think to expect. Will there be any shocking moments? The movie day, it will not be Biden. Body double takes a week to make that real life mask. Well, Mama Mona, he's been gone almost a week, and I'm sure they had masks. I would think they had masks on standby. I don't know the movie days. It will not be Biden. Body double takes. Okay. You're right. You're right. It will not be Biden. Body takes a week to make real life masks. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking. I wasn't too sure. Um, there's no way. There's no way they can bring Papa out there. There's no way. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get this link up here. Um, I don't know if it'll happen. I don't know if it'll let me put the link up. Let me see. She said can't see link. How can I get the link up there and put it in the comments? Oh, it won't let me comment from my phone. So you can either get the link off of there, or I tell you what, Mama Mona, hold on one second. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm gonna send it to you right now. See, so y'all have to hold on while I send this to Mona. Hopefully they'll still be with me. They ain't going nowhere. Okay, I got the link sent out. I got my coffee. I think we'll have Mama Mona come joining us momentarily. And if you can't, I needed to put the link up before the comments actually started. I won't. I don't know why they won't let me comment and put the link up there. So I had to. I know I lost y'all for a minute, but I had to flip it off so I can send Mama Mona the link. And now that I sent her the link, I got to make sure that I myself still have audio. Yes, I do. Okay. Mama Mona, you're good to come in. I think we have Mama Mona in the building. Good morning, Mama Mona. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. Have you ever seen the movie Dave?
No, I haven't.
Well, in the movie Dave, the president uh, gets a body double to go to an event for him because he looks so much like him. They make him look just like the president, and the president so he can have a rendezvous with a prostitute. Well, during the rendezvous with the prostitute, he has a cardiac arrest and dies. and they don't want to put that out there, so they bring in this body double. And of course, at the very end, the body double betrays them and tells the truth. And the thing is that I was a theatrical major. We learned to make life masks and those things in theatrical makeup. And there was a lady on this morning that talked about how she went to George W. Bush. She was talking to him about disguises and stuff. And after talking to him for some quite time, he says, okay, so what is, she says, this disguise? She says, where I'm wearing it. And she pulls it off in front of George W. Bush, and it's hair and everything. And it looks nothing like her. It looks like someone else. Okay. I know that Joe Biden has several times not been Joe Biden. You can, at one particular shot that was taken, he was reaching back and scratching his neck, and somebody was filming him from behind, and the mask wrinkled. Okay. And stayed wrinkled. Your neck don't stay wrinkled when you scratch it. Okay. If you'll look, you can actually see, if you're paying attention, okay, they don't put the latex right around the eyes, okay, but they do use makeup and blend it in so it looks very natural. But you'll notice that Joe Biden has permanent creases right here.
Right.
Okay? Well, the thing about it is that when they make the mask, those creases and everything will show up. The only thing they can't do is the earlobe.
And doesn't he has a scar right in the center of his chin?
Right.
And some pictures you can see the indentation of the scar, and then some pictures the chin is just smooth. It's just smooth in that center area under
right.
the chin.
That means that the artist was not that good. Okay. A good makeup mask artist, you won't be able, but they're trying to make someone look like him. But a good mask artist won't.
See a comment? You see your comment?
No, I didn't.
It says the real Mona has longer hair and red hat. That is a double.
Yeah. So the thing is that I know for a fact that it takes almost a week to cure a mask. By the time you make the plaster mold, the life mask, do the vinyl, then make the actual mask vinyl that you're going to use as the basis to making all of the prosthetics, it takes about a week to do that. A good mimic actor, okay, it takes about a week for a good actor to learn the dialect and how to say words, how to be that person, to mimic that person, body language and body movement.
But wouldn't you think they wouldn't do any of this at last moment? Like, I would think they already would have a body double who's an expert, because he's always had double and triples. So why would it?
Because once you take the mask off, it's no good. You have to make a new one every time.
Okay, so basically it's the mask that they're worried about. The mannerisms, and these people who have been his doubles, they already got him, the individual, down pat.
But they're going to have to teach him what they want him to say.
Yeah.
He's going to get a script, and he's going to learn his script, so he can't go back to it, and he can't have somebody, out in the audience holding up a card. Well, I guess they could, because there ain't no audience. But they need to learn the replies to the questions, and CNN has already given him the questions.
But don't you think if something in the studio doesn't look right, that Trump will be one of the first ones to point it out?
I'm sure, if he can.
Other than nobody being in the studio, I think anything other than that's going to take place that's not of the norm, I think he'll be quick to point it out.
And they did it in a warehouse. They're doing it in a warehouse.
No, they got a prep debate stage and all that set in the warehouse. I don't know where they're going to do the actual debate at. I don't know what this is so crazy, Mona. This is why did they make an actual set for I don't
Oh, I
all of
haven't
this
heard from X-Ray.
yeah, all of this is uncharted territory. They say they have a big surprise. Um I hope I don't know. I really don't. I don't know what they can do to
Trump's going to announce his vice presidency. That's a surprise.
yeah, that'll be something good for Trump. But I don't know what Joe Biden and these people can do that is going to make the American people that already see and know what they see and know what they know convince them otherwise.
You can, there are some people that's going to wear their masks and blinders forever. Okay. Uh, but the true American, hardworking, uh, unable to work, maybe person is going to know that something's terribly wrong and this man has to go. We know that. But in the movie Wag the Dog,
Mm.
okay, that tells you that they got to keep you looking over here. So they started a war in Ukraine to launder money, my opinion, okay, and make the rich richer and the globalists bigger. But they got to keep you looking there so you can't see what they're doing here. Like the hazmat poisoning of America with derailments that somehow seem to be accidents, or plastic, uh, huge plastic warehouses burning, sending up toxic fumes and bringing that down on the plants and the plant life and the ground and the soil. They're not. They're keeping you looking that way when what they're doing is this way. They're we've got a war going on inside our own country, and it's you don't have to have a big bombs and artillery to create a war. Okay, if you simultaneously slowly destroy and deplete the food supply, like what is it, 38 food processing plants burnt in the last year. When you start to put chemicals.
Hold on 1 minute, Mona. Hey, AJ. Good morning, AJ Andrews. Grab that link, brother. Come in and join the conversation for a minute. All right, Mama Mona, go ahead.
Yeah, if you start slowly destroying bridges, so cutting off transportation, but food supply is extremely uh, 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 concerning,
Right,
because like the East Palestine trail derailment destroyed thousands upon thousands of acres of prime farmland, made it toxic. Okay, so that plants do not thrive like they should. When they do things like this, you start looking at our food supply, our energy supply, our depletion of military equipment and military servicemen. We finally got the numbers in of the 4,000 servicemen who refused to take the poke and left the service. Only 43 of those 4,000 men re-upped after they dropped the mandatory poke thing. So those numbers don't lie. We've
right,
depleted our military abilities and ammunition and ability to go to a conventional war. But then slowly by surely, we use things like the bridge, the Francis Scott Key Bridge. Now, that wasn't no accident. You saw that barge lose power. That was all computerized and coordinated, and it locked four of our Navy supply ships that supply our aircraft carriers and those out at sea. It locked four of them inside that bay, made them unusable and inability for them to be used to supply our forces on the sea. When you start thinking about what they're doing inside our country, the amount of people they have brought in. I wanted to know that Chinese spy balloon stayed over our abandoned silos up around Montana and Wyoming an awful long time. And then suddenly you got all these Chinese military fighting men coming across the border, and
Where
you
are they at? Where are they at?
don't see them on the streets. Honey, those silos that they were looking at in Wyoming, that China just bought that land, those silos are 30, 40 stories deep. They're fully compatible to house people for a long time.
Hey, you remember?
Underground.
You remember that movie When We Were Soldiers? When they had to go and take that mountain, and they got to the mountain, and that damn Chinese general blew that whistle, and all of a sudden all these damn hatches came open on the mountains and on the mountain, and thousands of these motherfuckers came out, just rushing out down the mountains and everything. And almost hey, he had to call Broken Arrow. He said, Broken Arrow, Broken Arrow, we were being overrun, bring fire range in close.
Yeah.
And so close to these military bases, so close to these nuclear facilities. Hey,
We are
what?
at a, we are in the midst of a terrorist war, and the thing is you're keeping it on the down low because they're making us all look over towards Russia and China and Ukraine. So they're not really, people are not focusing on what's really happening right here. Okay,
No,
right here. The energy, they have completely depleted our entire energy reserves. They're gone. We don't have any after Trump spent all that time filling them to capacity. They are gone. We no longer have the gas to run the airplanes, the fuel. Our train system has been going down one right after another. They've been having train derailments that are unusually a lot of them in a short period of time. The fact they put it in, they set fire an entire tire recycling place. Do you know what kind of flagellants and gases are released into the air that goes up must come down uh when you burn up an entire huge field of tires?
mm-hmm.
Did that. Okay, then you got all these wildfires that just suddenly burst into 1,000-acre fires, and they're running across what? The big, huge grass fires are destroying the hay. Without hay and grain, you don't feed cattle and hogs and goats and chickens without that. So we need to start concentrating on what's actually happening and not wagging the dog over here, keeping us from looking here. They
Hey,
need to start doing their research. How many food processing plants have burnt to the ground in the last 12 months? How many train derailments and chemical spills has there been in the last 12 months? How much of our ammunition and munitions and planes and ammo has left the country? Keep you looking over here when they're destroying you over here with accidents.
Mama Mona, you know what? I I don't want to say the American people don't care about what's going on or happening. I mean, everybody. I would like to think everybody wants to, live a nice life. Everybody cares what goes on in their country. but not enough people are willing to get involved with what it takes.
The problem is that you don't have any organized militia anymore. Not really. You
Well,
don't
not I'm
you
not.
don't have people that. What action do you take? Okay, the people of East Palestine. Okay, they've been actioning, but nothing's getting accomplished. No one's picked them up and moved them to equal land someplace else. They're going to die. But it isn't that the ones that are in East Palestine at the time of the derailment that's going to suffer. It's it's the birth defects and the miscarriages and all those things that are brought about by all of those toxic waste, toxic plumes of dioxin and flagellants and all of this that's being put into the air. And if you'll notice, into the water. No one ever talks about those 2 tankers of Roundup, pure undiluted Roundup, that went into the Yellowstone River.
Right.
So, I can tell people the only thing that you can do is take action, is stock up. You need barrels of palatable water. You need thousands of pounds of food stocked up, sustainable food, and not just for human beings food. If you're not stocking up on barley and wheat and grains in order to keep your livestock alive, eh, you're missing the boat. People need to remember that this is going to happen, and it's going to happen almost, they feel like it's going to happen overnight. All they got to do is knock out the power grid. You take
Patriot.
out the power grid, there goes refrigeration, there goes the ability to pump gas, the ability to pump water, all of those necessary things to sustain your life. And remember, those flagellants and all of that in East Palestine killed the wildlife too. Okay. For months, they didn't see a single bird because the birds were on their nests at night when the accident happened, and they died in their nests from the smoke plume. So what you got to do is you got to be ready to power your own electricity, have a drinkable water source that is not going to get contaminated by groundwater leakage of toxins. You need to have food. I'm not talking about food you keep in the refrigerator or the freezer, because you ain't gonna have no power. And the refrigerator and the freezer food is no good. Will
Right.
not be any good for after 72 hours, no matter what, it's gone.
AJ, hold on one second. AJ, I just sent you the link. It should be in Messenger right now, brother. There are typically up to 2K train derailments per year. It's just nobody bothers talking about them. So you're right. You're right on the button, Mama Mona.
We need to, you I mean, military strategy, okay, tells me number one, you cut off supply. Number two, you cut off energy and take out power. Now, those are just typical wartime strategies that's worked for millenniums. Okay.
Okay, well, Mama Mona, let me go. Mama Mona, let me bring AJ in. Then I got a question that I want you to answer real quick for us.
Okay.
Um,
Hello,
more,
AJ.
more. Is it night or is it nighttime, AJ? Where you at, Alaska, brother? AJ, we have no audio from you. We have no sound. The master technician is having audio and technical problems. We can't hear you, AJ.
We can't hear you. You're robotic.
Well, for all of you who know AJ, he lives up in Attica, not Attica. Is it Attica, New York? And he doesn't have the greatest reception, obviously. What's going on, AJ? We're going. We are going to see if AJ will be able to get back in. I'm not sure what's going on with AJ. Mama Mona, what happens if the unforeseeable really happens? That they really try and take over the homeland.
They're going to take over the homeland. They're going to let homeland destroy itself. Okay. The one thing that they can do, and they have the ability to do it, is to eliminate all, to take out the entire country's power grid. Okay, they can do that with a single $40,000 high dirty bomb burst. Okay, we've ignored our infrastructure for so long that we're going to wait until the dam breaks to fix the dam.
Okay. Well, let me go a couple of steps further so we can zoom in on what I'm trying to get to. You get one city gets a blackout, millions of people lose, able to communicate, things of that nature. Shit happens. Everybody thinks it's just something that happened, but then you get another one that happens. Does that get the American people to a point where something is not right? It's like 9/11. When the first tower got hit, there was a lot of people skeptical, really didn't know what was happening. But after that second tower got hit, everybody went into terrorism form. Um, do you think it would be the same thing, or if something, especially with the temperature in the country right now, if something major happened like that for an extended period or a short extended period of time, would the American people look at it, take notice, or would it take a second act?
The point is that they will take out all electrical power nationwide all at once.
Right.
Okay, and when they do that, it will take about 72 hours before people realize that the entire world that they know is black, is out. Then panic is going to ensue. When you can't feed your babies and the neighbor has milk and you don't, you'll take it to feed your babies. Panic will ensue and people will begin to eliminate each other. The first thing that's going to happen is all the people who depend on life support systems, such as oxygen, they're gone. Okay? The babies in the incubators are gone. Okay? When you can't pump gas. Remember, gas pumps work on computerized electronic equipment. There'll be no gas to pump out and put in your car.
Let me see if we got AJ back in the building. He was trying to link in. Also, hopefully I got a special guest that'll be dropping by momentarily. I'm not sure. I don't like to predict too many things. My camera angle's kind of messed up since I've been adjusting. But we got AJ. What's going on, AJ?
Are you back, AJ?
Are you back with us, brother? I know we got Big Bruce in the building this morning. He's in the Philippines right now. Good morning, Big Bruce. Mink says you need a good water filter, a battery back source, and a way to change it. and shelf stable food.
Okay, that water filter's fine if you don't have vinyl chloride in it or Roundup in it. There are some things that your good water filter's not going to take out.
Right.
You need a distilling system. You need to be, because you can take nearly any liquid, boil it to steam, and it reconstitutes to water that is drinkable. Not necessarily palatable, but drinkable. And to know to a good distillery is your best bet for water filtration, because then you're going to get everything.
Hey, but
I
did
got a
you
dog out. Are you out of your yard again? Get
see?
in.
Hey, what did I just tell y'all about the country life? Now I don't know if she's talking to an animal.
I'm talking to my dog.
See what I tell you? What I
Cool.
tell you? Because if you live in the country, you ain't got no neighbors. That's the beautiful thing about it. You ain't got to worry about seeing a bunch of folks. So you either talking to an animal or somebody that's passing by every now and again. You know, it ain't nobody. It ain't like the big cities where you go outside your house and you got a steady stream of people, or you literally got people sleeping outside in front of your house. Oh no, we don't play that down here. We do not play that down here. But I was just about to touch on another point real quick. Did you hear what Walmart is getting ready to do
Oh,
with
I can imagine.
the digital pricing? Y'all out there, people, patriots, whoever you consider yourself to be, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell so you can get some instant notifications. What do y'all think about Walmart implementing digital pricing? Uh, they're going to take away the sticker pricing. You know, you go down the aisles and you can see the sticker prices on everything. Well, one, that's going to eliminate the jobs of the people who do that on a daily basis, that do the pricing. But two, they're going to be able to now dictate the price changing during peak hours, high shopping times, and things of that nature, whether it be by 2 cents or three. So you can literally go in the store at 9 o'clock, buy something for $3.19, come back in the afternoon, and because it's busier and more people are shopping, it went up to $3.21, and you don't even realize it.
Hmm.
It's getting ready to get ridiculous. But they say they're not going to use it to intentionally scam the consumer. Now
Oh,
that
right, right.
that
Yeah,
that's already a red flag for me. When you got to come out and state the obvious,
and
that
I got some oceanfront property here in Branson, Missouri to sell you too.
we know that it's possible that it can be done, but we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
And
There has to be a complete regime change in the United States.
the whole system has to be overhauled.
Totally. Yeah.
You even they're talking about getting rid of the educational system, and you know what, I agree. What the hell are our kids learning now with this system that they call education?
The Department of Education should never have been federalized, because education for people in New York is a whole lot different than education in farmland Missouri.
Yeah, people in New York, people in the big cities, they like you say, they're and not saying they're any smarter or any dumber, but the learning process, because of the society and the environment that they're in and things of that nature, is totally different. So
For them,
regulations should be back to the states. That's why you have kids failing all across the board, because they're trying to keep them level with kids in areas that are totally in a different environment.
it's for instance, a child who works a hayfield, lives in hay country, and farm country might need to know how to figure how many bushels of corn you're going to get off of an acre of land. They might need to know that kind of mathematical work. However, somebody in New York City might need to know better how to calculate time between their home and the subway and the walking distance to their office. They might need to figure that kind of mathematics stuff. Down here in the farm, I need to know how many bales of hay I'm going to get off of 40 acres. How many cattle am I going to feed a year with what I am growing? There's a different mathematical problem for figuring that out. But the person in the city don't need to know that. Okay? There are things in this here. Kids need to learn when to come in. They need to learn how to read time because we don't have street lights to tell you you're supposed to go home. Okay? Little things that people teach their children. Okay? For instance, here you need to know when to pick lettuce, when to pick tomatoes. Okay? In New York City, you just need to know what time the grocery store opens. There's a whole lot of different learning that goes on in different parts of the country. Okay? Right. Somebody in Alaska might not need to know how to go out and plow a field. Okay? A little hard to plow ice. They might really need to learn how to do container gardening and greenhouse gardening and aquaponic gardening or something. Where someone in the city might need to learn how to grow their food on their front porch. Where I can grow my food in my yard.
Right.
They're not teaching, they're teaching inclusion and equity and diversity, whatever those words mean in their educational system. I have no idea. Okay? You know, I'm equal to every single other person walking around on the planet. Equality. Right. Okay? Diversity. Okay? I know a lot about diversity. We got city folks and urban folks and country folks. Okay? They want to do it based on skin color.
Keep the conversation going on. I got to grab my battery charger.
Okay. They want to base it on skin color. Well, to me, I've never seen any two people with the same exact skin color. Never. I've never seen a white person or a black person. I have seen variations of tans and browns and colors. They're, you know, but so no two are alike. So how can you teach people to be alike? How to like the same things, how to want the same. We're all different. We're each individuals. No two are made the same. That's how God intended it to be. But we don't. No, we got to be a Republican, or we got to be a Democrat, or we have to be a Nazi, or a Christian, or a Muslim. No, I ain't any of those things.
Now, what were you saying?
I was saying about this diversity stuff, wanting to stick us all in little categories. And I have this thing about, I look at what God made. He made no two grains of sand alike, no two drops of water, no two leaves, no two snowflakes alike. Yet we as people want to be like this person or be like that person. Why can't you just be who you are? What you are. And everybody be respected for their differences instead of their same like category.
Well, you know what it is? I think a lot of it has to do, a lot of people care about what other people think about them. So they're willing to act a certain way to appease different type of people in different type of situations rather than stay true to who they are, because people have to understand in life, nobody's ever going to 100% agree with you, and you're not going to get everybody to agree with you. Because as soon as you try to appease one side, you're going to offend the other side. As soon as you try to appease that side, you're going to offend. So stay true to who you are, and you'll attract the people that appreciate you for you in good and bad times, and just go through life trying to be the best person you can, and do the best you can. But
And
when
the thing is that everybody's worried about when the H hits the fan, okay, what they're going to do, but yet they're not doing anything to be ready to take action.
because
Okay,
they don't think it's going to happen.
it's not going to happen to me or them. It's not going to happen. No. Well, folks, it takes less than 10 seconds to split this country wide in half. In less than 10 seconds, the new Madron fault can literally cut this country in half, killing millions in the process,
And this is
destroying all infrastructure between the Gulf and the Great Lakes in a
and
swath about a half a mile wide.
this is my thing. If it's the inevitable and it's something that's not never going to happen, why all of a sudden do they even bring it up? Why do these conversations even take place? Why do people even start talking about it? Because there are things that are happening that they know that they cannot keep under wraps. So what a smart and let me remind you, these people aren't dumb. So when they know something is eventually going to come out, the first thing they do is get out ahead of it, put their own narrative to it. Well, this is why this is happening. This is why that's happening. Because they know eventually people are going to realize something is happening. And we're so used to being fed whatever information that they want to give us. You know, what else can you do but do your own research and don't just listen to one person. You
Oh,
know,
no, no, no. And the
well,
thing is you start listening elsewhere. What are they saying about the situation in America over in Australia? What are they saying in England? What are they saying over in Switzerland? What are their local stations talking about when it comes to America and the West? Not just what they're feeding us here. Remember, everything you say and do is subject to censor in the United States now. You got man in the middle flying up there, collecting every single phone call, text message, a news broadcast, because they simply steal it from the tower. Instead of your stuff going through a tower, it goes to an airplane sitting at about 45,000 feet up in the air. There is no uh secret surveillance anymore. They're doing it openly and bragging about it. They
the,
are watching our every move. Why?
well, Mama Mona, we're gonna get ready to land this plane. First, before I do go, I have to give a tremendous shout out to the Patriot Lab followers. We had 162 live views this morning alone. That lets me know that people, patriots, whoever you consider yourself to be, you are um, starting to become involved and wanting to know what is going on, or maybe you're just wanting to tune in to see what craziness and foolishness I might spew out for you. But in either case, I appreciate the love. Keep sharing, keep liking, keep subscribing. But don't forget, mostly more important, smash that notification bell because I tell you what, shit's getting thin. And if you want to know what's happening with the actual and factual, you want to tune in because I'll make sure I'll stay on top of it. But Mama Moni, any last words before we go ahead and land this plane this morning?
Yeah, Patriot Will says, people are running out and buying gold and things, and all. Honey, you can't eat gold. If you want to invest in something, invest in seed banks. Invest in some tomato seeds and some squash seeds and some seeds. Okay, you're gonna have to have things like sunflower seeds. You have sunflower. You need to invest in seeds. Okay, and believe me, you can blow a whole lot more in seeds than you can in gold. Even I can afford to buy seeds. Okay, but I can't afford to invest in gold or silver, but I can't eat gold or silver either. So it really doesn't mean anything to me. So invest in some seeds, folks. Invest in some books. I'm not talking about Google books and ebooks. I'm saying invest in some hardback organic gardening, the old ways books, survival books, know how to build things like a distiller or a hydro generator. Get yourself educated. But if you got the books, at least the knowledge is there for you to put your hands on.
That's right. That's right. Um, Patriots, don't forget, um, I will be opening up the lab studio tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time so we can have some uh, post debate conversation and pre debate conversation, should I say. And then at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we'll switch over to the live coverage of the debate. Rumor has it that they will be trying to censor the debate on Facebook, Instagram, those platforms which are owned and operated by, those people. So, you know, we'll play it by ear. We'll see how it goes. But I tell you what, no matter what, we're going to be in for a humdinger.
Oh yeah, we've got a watch party over here going for tonight. And the key to our watch party is every time Biden tells a lie, you got to drink a shot. Thank God we all have to walk home. We don't have to drive.
Okay. Okay. Well, if you got time, uh, drop by with the watch party, or we'll link up, or we'll do something. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm Mona. You enjoy the rest of your morning. I appreciate you for joining us today for morning coffee.
Hugs, baby.
Until the next time, stay safe in Branson, Missouri. God bless, Patriots. We are out. Peace.